Hi everyone, I'm Bubbles from Susan's family. Today I'd like to introduce you the Lily of the Valley lace top from the Secret Garden series. This piece consists of a yoke, raise a back neck height, body, hem, collar and sleeves. We start by crocheting the yoke. Then move on to crocheting the raise a back neck height. After that, complete the body and hem. Finally, crochet the collar and sleeves. The top comes in different sizes. The crocheting method is basically the same for all sizes. Just the number of stitches and rows may vary slightly. This tutorial uses the small size as an example. Separate instructions will be given when encountering different positions. Let's start by learning how to crochet the yoke. Use the chain ring method to begin. Crochet in rounds counterclockwise from the chain ring. Several stitches will be applied, all of which are labeled in the chart. I won't go through them one by one here. Now, let's show. For your convenience while watching, I'll demonstrate using cotton yarn. For specific yarn, color schemes, and hook sizes, please refer to the detail page of our product and the charts. Start with a chain of the corresponding number of stitches. The exact stitch count can be found in the chart. My sample has fewer chains for simplicity. After chaining the correct number of stitches, join with a slip stitch to the first chain. Pay attention not to twist the chain braid. Insert the hook into the top loop of the chain. Tighten it up. That's how you complete the chain ring. Now let's work the first round. Chain 3 as the beginning chain for the double crochet. Unless otherwise noted. This chain of 3 counts as 1 double crochet for the rest, corresponding to the first chain. Then add another 4 chains as an interval. Below that, skip 5 stitches. And in the next adjacent stitch, work 3 double crochets. Three chains and 3 double crochets. After completing that, chain 4. Skip 5 stitches below. And work 1 double crochet in the adjacent stitch. Chain 4 again. Skip another 5 stitches. And work 3 double crochets. Three chains and 3 double crochets. Then, chain 4 again. Skip 5 stitches, and work 1 double crochet. Let's take a look. Consider the stitches before the double crochet as one group. This group takes up 24 stitches. Because there is a beginning chain, the first group is a bit special. Continue working in groups like this below. Refer to the chart. Work this round completely. After finishing the last 4 chains, pick up the third chain of the beginning chain. Work a slip stitch. Pull tight. That's how you complete the first round. Now let's work the second round. Make 3 chains. Then work 4 chains as an interval. Next, work 1 double crochet into the left double crochet. Work 2 chains. Then in the chain space on the left, work 1 DC3 bobble. First, work 3 unclosed double crochets. One, 2, 3. Then yarn over and draw through all loops on the hook once. That completes 1 DC3 bobble. Next, work 2 chains. Then work 1 double crochet into the edge double crochet. Next, work 4 chains. Then work 1 double crochet into the left double crochet. Four chains. Then work 1 double crochet into each edge double crochet. In the space between the double crochets, work 1 DC3 bobble. Work 2 chains as an interval between them. After finishing, work 4 more chains. Let's take a look. This round involves working double crochets into the corresponding double crochets. Work DC3 bobbles into the corresponding chain spaces. Work the corresponding number of chain intervals between them. Continue referring to the chart. Work this round completely. After finishing the last 4 chains, similarly pick up the beginning chain and slip stitch. Tighten. This completes the second round. Next, let's crochet the third round. Make 3 chains. Continue working on the beginning chain. Work 2 more double crochets. Three chains and 3 double crochets. Then crochet 4 chains. Next, on the bobble, work 1 double crochet, then crochet 4 more chains. Leave 1 double crochet as an interval. On the adjacent double crochet, work 3 double crochets. Three chains and 3 double crochets. After finishing, crochet 4 chains. Let's take a look. This round involves crocheting double crochets on the bobbles. Crochet the corresponding number of chains on both sides. Work 3 double crochets on the corresponding double crochet, 3 chains and 3 double crochets. Continue in this way, refer to the chart, work this round completely. Finish with a slip stitch. Tighten the yarn. That's how you complete the third round. Next, let's work on the fourth round. Start with 3 beginning chains. Then crochet 3 chains as a space. Follow by working 1 single crochet in the chain space between double crochets on the left side. Then crochet 3 more chains. Here, work 1 double crochet on the edge double crochet. Then crochet 4 chains. Work 1 more double crochet on the adjacent double crochet. 4 chains. Then on the edges here, on the left and right, work 1 double crochet on each side. Work 1 single crochet in the middle chain space. Crochet 3 chains in between. Let's take a look. This round involves working single crochets in the corresponding chain spaces. With 3 chains on either side, work double crochets on the corresponding double crochets, and crochet 4 chains in between. Continue with this method. Refer to the chart, work this round completely. After finishing, pull the slip stitch tight. This completes the 4th round. Next, let's crochet the 5th round. Start by working one slip stitch in the left chain space for transition. Pay attention, the slip stitch here should not be pulled too tight. Then make 3 chains. Work 3 chains for the interval. Crochet 1 double crochet in the adjacent chain space. Then work 4 chains. Continue with 2 double crochets in the next adjacent chain space. Work 2 double crochets on the next adjacent double crochet. Then make 2 chains. Next, work 1 double crochet. In each of the 3 chain spaces on the left side, work 3 chains between them. After finishing, work 3 more chains. Then skip 1 double crochet. Crochet 3 double crochets on the next adjacent double crochet. Work 2 chains and 3 double crochets. Next, continue to refer to the chart. Work this round completely. Finally, after finishing 2 chains, join with a single crochet to the beginning chain. This completes the 5th round. Now let's move on to the 6th round. Start with another chain of 3. Crochet 3 chains as a space interval. Work 1 double crochet in each of the 2 chain spaces on the left. Chain 3 between them. After completing that, chain 3 again. Then work 3 FPTR. Let's start with the first one. Yarn over the hook twice. Keep the hook on the right side. Insert the hook from right to left under the adjacent entire double crochet. Then finish this stitch in the treble crochet method. That completes 1 FPTR. Work 2 more. After that, chain 2. Then work 1 FPTR 4 in 1. This means on the adjacent double crochet, work 4 FPTR. After completing them, chain 2 again. Next, continue working double crochets along the chain spaces and stitches. Chain intervals between them. After finishing, chain 3 more. Let's take a look. From the FPTR position to these 3 chains. Consider this as one group of this round. Below, continue working in this grouped pattern. Work this round completely. After finishing, add the starting group, then join with a slip stitch. That completes the 6th round. Next, work on the 7th round. First, on the middle stitch of the 3 chains on the left side. Work a slip stitch for the transition. Pick up 2 threads to crochet. Make 3 chains. Continue working 2 double crochets on this chain. Then work 2 chains and 3 double crochets. After finishing, chain 3. Then, on the adjacent FPTR, work 1 FPTR 4 in 1. After completing, work 1 chain. On the adjacent stitch, work 1 FPTR 2 in 1. That is, work 2 FPTR in the same position. After finishing, work 1 more chain. On the adjacent stitch, work 1 FPTR. Then work 2 chains. Next, continue working 3 FPT in sequence. Then work one more FPT 2 in 1. After completing, work 2 chains. Then skip 2 chain spaces. In the adjacent chain space, pick up the middle chain. Work 3 double crochets. Two chains and 3 double crochets. After finishing, work 3 more chains. Then in the chain spaces on either side of the single crochet, work 1 double crochet in each. Work 3 chains between them. After completing, work 3 more chains. On the chain in the middle of the adjacent chain spaces, work 3 double crochets. Two chains and 3 double crochets. After completing, work 3 more chains. Let's take a look. From the FPT 4 in 1 position to the 3 chains here. Consider this as one group of the round. Continue working in groups like this. Work this round completely. Note, all the double crochets here are worked on the chains. After completing, join with a slip stitch to the beginning chain. Pull tight. This completes the 7th round. Next, we'll work the 8th round. Chain 3. Work 3 chains as an interval. Then, work 1 single crochet in the next chain space. Work 3 more chains as an interval. Then, on the first stitch of the FPT 4 in 1. Work 1 FPT 3 in 1. That is, work 3 FPT in the same stitch. Then continue with 3 FPT sequentially. Next, work 2 chains. In the next 2 adjacent stitches, work 1 FPTR in each. Then work 3 chains. Continue with 1 FPTR 2 in 1. Work 2 chains. And finally, work 5 FPTR. Next, continue to refer to the chart. Keep crocheting until just before the FPTR 3 in 1. Let's take a look. Continue from the FPTR 3 in 1 to these 3 chains. And consider this as one group for this round. Next, continue crocheting according to this group pattern. Work this round completely. Finally, join with a single crochet. This completes the 8th round. Now let's work on the 9th round. Start with 3 chains. Then work 3 more chains for the interval. Next, work a double crochet in the next chain space. Then make 3 chains again. Follow this by working a FPTR 3 in 1. Then continue with 5 FPTR. After that, work 3 chains again. Then 2 FPTR. Finally, work 5 chains. Two FPTR. Then work 3 chains. Next, work a FPTR 5 tog. Start with the 5 stitches on the left side. Work an unclosed FPTR in each of these 5 stitches. Let's start with the first one. There's the first one. Now work 4 more. Then yarn over and draw through all loops on the hook. That completes the FPTR 5 tog. Let me explain this part in advance. Later, you'll also encounter FPTR 2 tog, FPTR 4 tog, FPTR 3 tog. No matter how many stitches you need to combine later, start by working the corresponding number of unclosed FPTR in the corresponding positions. Then finish the stitch. When you come across similar stitch techniques later, just follow this method to work them. Next, work 3 chains. Then continue to refer to the chart. Work until you reach the DC 3 in 1. Let's take a look. Continue from the DC 3 in 1 and the 3 chains up to this point as one group for this round. Continue working each group in the same way. Work this round completely. Finally, join with a single crochet to the beginning chain. This completes the 9th round. Next, everyone continues to refer to the chart. Finish crocheting the remaining part of the yoke. The stitch techniques and methods you'll encounter next have all been demonstrated before. Keep in mind, for some rounds, you will finish with a single crochet connection. For other rounds, you'll start with a slip stitch transition. You'll also encounter situations where you work multiple double crochets into a chain and work chains as intervals between them. All the stitches here are crocheted by picking up chains, not chain spaces. Now, everyone refers to the chart and finish crocheting the yoke on your own. After finishing, for the largest size, you can skip fastening off the yarn. For other sizes, you can secure with a chain, then leave a bit of tail and fasten off the yarn. That concludes the yoke section. Next, let's learn how to crochet the raise a back neck height. Continue working back and forth from the yoke section. Below, there will be a demonstration. Let's start with the first row. At the beginning, except for the largest size. All other sizes need to rejoin the yarn to crochet. The starting position for each size is different. Everyone, refer to your respective sizes to join the yarn. Here, I'll demonstrate using a sample in the smallest size. Take a look. Turn the yoke to the second to last round. Treat the 6 double crochets and the chains in between that are crocheted in the same position as one group of small flowers. For the smallest size, join the yarn at the 3rd double crochet of the 3rd group of small flowers from the right. Make 3 chains to start. Then, work 3 double crochets in the same stitch, where you joined the yarn. Next, work 1 double crochet in each of the 4 chain spaces on the left. Work 2 chains on both the left and right sides. After completing, skip 1 double crochet. Then on the adjacent double crochet, work 3 double crochets. Two chains and 3 double crochets. Repeat this process for each size. Crochet until the second to last round of the yoke, ending at the 3rd double crochet from the left in the corresponding group of small flowers. After completing, the first row is done. Note that my sample has fewer stitches here. Pay attention. Work 4 double crochets on the last double crochet. Now let's start the second row. Make 1 beginning chain. Turn your work. Then work 1 single crochet in the last stitch of the previous row. Note, after turning, the stitch will be in the top left position. Next, almost all double crochets will be worked in the chain spaces. Some chain spaces will have single crochets worked in them. In between, work 2 chains. Finish crocheting this row. Finally, on the previous row's turning chain, pick up the 2 strands of yarn above and work 1 single crochet. That completes the second row. Now let's move on to the third row. Start with 3 turning chains. Turn your work. Then work 1 double crochet in the next chain space. The crocheting method for this row is almost identical to the first row. Continue referring to the chart to finish this row. Lastly, work 1 double crochet on the single crochet. That completes the third row. Next, keep following the chart and crochet all the way down to the fifth row. After completing it, leave a bit of tail and fasten off the yarn. Now let's move on to the last row. The crocheting method for this row is special. Start by crocheting the corresponding number of chains. Then continue along the fifth row. Pay attention. Begin crocheting from the wrong side. After finishing the position of the fifth row, crochet the corresponding number of chains again. Once done, finish with 1 chain to secure. Leave a bit of tail and fasten off the yarn. That concludes the explanation for the raise a back neck height. Next, let's learn how to crochet the body. Continue crocheting in rounds after the raise a back neck height and yoke section positions. The stitch patterns are all labeled in the chart. I won't go over each one here. Now, let's show. Start by crocheting the first round. Before crocheting, separate the positions for the front and back pieces and the left and right sleeves. First, mark the position of the raise a back neck height. This will serve as the back piece. Pay attention. My sample has fewer stitches. I won't repeat the instructions after this. If you have stitch markers, you can use them to mark. If not, you can use safety pins or paper clips as substitutes. Next, separate the right sleeve. You can also refer to the second to last round of the yoke here. I'll continue explaining using the small size as an example. Here you can check how many groups of small flowers are in the sleeve chart. For the small size, it takes up 6 groups. Starting from the right side of the small flower, there are 3 double crochets. The first stitch here, which is the first stitch of the raise a back neck height in the first row. Count out 6 small flowers. Note that my sample has fewer stitches. Then count out 2 more double crochets. Place a marker on the third stitch. This marked stitch also counts as the first stitch for the sleeve. This area in between is the position for the right sleeve. Then count out the front piece. Here, the stitch count for the front and back pieces is the same. The remaining stitches are for the left sleeve's position. Similarly, this includes 1 stitch for the raise a back neck height, and 1 stitch for the front piece. That is, these 2 stitches marked by the stitch markers. After dividing them properly, continue with the crocheting. First, join the yarn on the last stitch of the difference between the front and back pieces, which is this single crochet. Then make 3 chains to start. Then crochet 4 chains as intervals. Next, in the adjacent chain space, crochet 1 single crochet. After that, skip 1 stitch for the interval. Crochet 7 double crochets on the next adjacent double crochet. Once completed, skip 1 chain space for the interval. Then crochet 1 single crochet in the adjacent chain space. Moving forward, continue to follow the stitch pattern on the chart. Finish crocheting the back piece section. Once you've finished, you'll reach the increase placement for the underarm. Here, pick up the half of the chain and crochet. After completing this, you'll reach the sleeve position. Leave this part unworked. Continue crocheting along the front piece. When crocheting here, you can secure this chain together with the front piece. That is, insert your hook through both the chain and the stitch of the front piece. Connect them together. When crocheting the other side's edge, you can secure the chain for the underarm increase on this side as well. Be mindful not to twist the chains. Then continue crocheting along and adding stitches for the underarm. Start crocheting from the 4th stitch. Remember, the stitch you just worked also counts as 1 stitch. After finishing, join with a slip stitch to the beginning chain. Pull tight. This completes the first round of the body. Now let's work on the second round. Make 1 beginning chain. Work 1 single crochet into the first stitch of the previous round. Then make 4 chains. Work 1 double crochet into the adjacent single crochet. Next, chain 3. Work 1 single crochet into the middle stitch of the 7 double crochets from the previous round. Chain 3 again. Continue alternating between double crochets and single crochets in the corresponding positions. Separate them with chains as intervals. Pay attention, the number of single crochets here is different. Don't crochet them wrong. After you're done, join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet, pull tight. That's how you complete the second round. Next, everyone refer to the chart. And finish crocheting the body. Crochet to approximately the length shown in the chart. You can also adjust the specific length based on the remaining yarn. Crochet according to your own needs. Don't cut the yarn after you're done. That concludes crocheting the body. Next, we'll learn how to crochet the hem. Continue crocheting in rounds from where the body left off. The stitch patterns are all marked on the chart. Now, let's pick up where the previous yarn tail left off. Let's start by crocheting the first round. Make 3 chains to start. Then crochet 1 chain as an interval. Next, work double crochets in the chain spaces and stitches. Work chains between them. Complete this round entirely. Once finished, join with a slip stitch to the beginning chain. Tighten the yarn. That completes the first round. Now let's move on to the second round. First, make 4 chains. Then work a TR2 bobble cluster. Start by inserting the hook into the beginning chain from the previous round. Work 2 unclosed treble crochets. Skip 3 stitches as an interval. Work 2 more unclosed treble crochets in the adjacent stitch. Yarn over and draw through all loops on the hook in once. That completes 1 TR2 bobble cluster. Next, chain 4 again. Then, in the same stitch, where you just inserted the hook, make 1 slip stitch. Note, this slip stitch should not be pulled too tight. Then chain 4 again. Work a TR2 bobble cluster. Chain 4 again. In the same spot as before, make another slip stitch. Continue repeating this process. Keep going until you complete the last slip stitch. After the last slip stitch is completed, chain 4 again. The method for the last stitch is a bit special. First, work 2 unclosed treble crochets. Then, at the position of the beginning chain from the previous round, work 3 more unclosed treble crochets. Then yarn over and draw through all loops on the hook. This completes the last stitch. And that finishes round 2. Now let's move on to round 3. Start by chaining 4 again. Then, on the last stitch of the previous round, work 2 unclosed treble crochets. Next, in the adjacent stitch, work 3 more unclosed treble crochets. Yarn over and draw through all loops on the hook. Treat this completed stitch as a specialty or 3 bobble tog. Next, chain 7. Then work a T or 3 bobble tog. In the insertion point of the previous unclosed stitches, work 3 more unclosed treble crochets. Then, in the adjacent stitch, work 3 more unclosed treble crochets. Yarn over and draw through all loops on the hook. This completes 1 T or 3 bobble tog. Chain 7 again. Continue working the T or 3 bobble tog. Between each of these stitches, chain 7. Keep going until you finish this entire round. After completing the final 7 chains, join with a slip stitch to the starting special stitch. Tighten the yarn. That's it, the third round is now complete. Now let's move on to the fourth round. Make one beginning chain, work one single crochet in the same position as the slip stitch, then work 7 single crochets into the chain space. After completing those, work one single crochet in the adjacent stitch. Continue following this method. Repeat until you finish this entire round. Pay attention, for one size, you need to work one less single crochet in any chain space. For another size, you need to work one additional single crochet in any chain space. After completing, join with a slip stitch to the beginning single crochet. Tighten the yarn. That's it, the fourth round is now complete. Now let's move on to the fifth round. First, work one slip stitch transition into the adjacent stitch. Then chain 3. After that, work one more chain for the interval. Next, work into the last stitch of the previous round. Work one double crochet. At the same time, wrap the beginning chain. Treat the completed stitch pattern as a special cross group. Then work another cross group. First, work one double crochet into the third stitch on the left side. Next, chain 1. Then skip one stitch to the right, work one more double crochet. While working, wrap the previous double crochet. This completes one cross group. Next, continue with this same method. Work this round completely. After the last stitch is finished, join it with the initial 3 chains using a slip stitch. Tighten the yarn. This completes the 5th round. Now let's work on the 6th round. Chain 1 to start. Then work one single crochet between the next 2 stitches. Next, work one single crochet into the left chain. Then make one CH3SL picot. Start by chaining 3. Pick up the strand above the single crochet and the strand below. Work one slip stitch. This completes one CH3SL picot. Continue by working another single crochet in this same chain space. Then work one single crochet between the next 2 stitches on the left. Finally, work one single crochet into the chain space on the left. 1 CH3SL picot. And one single crochet. Below, continue with this method. Repeat this process to complete the round. After finishing, join with a slip stitch to the starting single crochet, tighten it. This completes round 6. Leave a bit of tail and fasten off the yarn. Weave the yarn tail along the texture on the wrong side. Also, weave the remaining yarn tails on the wrong side following the texture. This completes the hem. Next, let's learn how to crochet the neckline. Crochet along the starting point of the yoke. Now, let's show. I will continue demonstrating with a sample. Place the starting point of the yoke facing up. Position the back piece toward yourself. Then find the approximate middle stitch location. If it's a chain space, join the yarn in the chain space. If it's the insertion point of a stitch, pick up the remaining 1-2 strands of the chain and insert. Draw the yarn through. Make 1 turning chain, then start crocheting single crochets. At the insertion point of the previous stitch, work 1 single crochet. Crochet 4 single crochets in the chain space. Work 1 single crochet in the previous stitch. Crochet 4 single crochets in the chain space. Continue repeating this process. Finish crocheting this row. Pay attention. For some sizes, you need to add 1 more single crochet in the chain space at the end. For other sizes, you will crochet 1 less stitch. This completes the first row. Next, let's work on the second row. Make 3 chains. Turn your work over. Then start crocheting cross group. Finish this row. Crochet 1 more double crochet. This completes the second row. Next, let's work on the third row. Before crocheting, carry the yarn across. Enlarge the loop. Pass the working skein through the loop. Tighten it. Then hook out the yarn from the joining position. Keep the carried yarn a bit loose. Make 1 turning chain. Then work 1 single crochet along the edge of the first row of single crochets. Pick up 1-2 strands of yarn on the side edge to crochet. You can also pick up stitches here to crochet. When crocheting, wrap the carried yarn. Then, along the side edge is a double crochet. Pick up the entire double crochet and work 2 single crochets into it. Next, pick up a stitch and work 1 single crochet. Chain 9. Work another single crochet in the same position. The number of chains here can also be adjusted according to your crochet tension. After completing it, make sure the chain can pass through the button. Next, work along the chain spaces of the second row and between the stitches. The method is almost the same as the last row of the hem. Finish crocheting at the position of the second row. After completing it, pick up the turning chain again at the end. Work 2 single crochets into the third chain. Then pick up the turning chain again, and work 2 more single crochets. Then pick up the single crochet and work 1 single crochet. For a neat finish, you can work 1 slip stitch into the corresponding chain space. After that, leave a yarn tail, fasten off, and weave in the ends. That completes the crocheting of the collar. Finally, sew on the buttons at the positions matching the buttonholes. Cut about a 30 cm yarn tail. Start by securing it on the wrong side first. You can also sew it twice for extra security. After sewing, tie a knot on the wrong side, and weave the yarn tail. That completes the collar. Finally, let's move on to crocheting the sleeves. There are 2 sleeves. The crocheting method is almost the same for both. Now, let's show. Here, I will first explain the left sleeve. Start crocheting along the position where the sleeve was previously reserved. Here, count from the front piece to the left. Join the yarn in the second chain space to the right of the second group of small flowers. Make 1 beginning chain. Then crochet 1 single crochet. Next, work 4 chains. Crochet 1 double crochet into the left stitch. 4 chains. Then crochet 1 single crochet in the corresponding chain space. Skip 1 stitch below. Crochet 7 double crochets. Continue crocheting along the reserved position of the sleeve. After completing, you will reach the yoke section. Here, pick up the edge stitch at the raise a back neck height, using the same insertion point for both. After completing, you will reach the side edge of the raise a back neck height. Here, pick up the stitches along the side edge to crochet. For chain positions, pick up the entire chain to crochet. For single crochet positions, pick up 1-2 strands or stitches from the side edge to crochet. Continue crocheting until the raise a back neck height section is completed. After finishing, you will reach the increase position under the arm for the raise a back neck height. Here, pick up the remaining 2 strands of the chain to crochet. If you want the pattern to be staggered here, you can also crochet staggered by 2 stitches. Just make sure to crochet the required stitches on the chain. Here, the stitch marker position also needs to be crocheted. After completing, continue crocheting along the reserved position for the rest of the sleeve. After finishing, slip stitch into the first single crochet, tighten the yarn. That completes the first round. Next, everyone continues to refer to the chart. Crochet the remaining rounds of the sleeve. The stitches and methods used later have all been demonstrated before. Just follow the chart to crochet. That concludes the left sleeve. Now let's move on to the right sleeve. The crocheting method for the right sleeve is almost identical to the left sleeve. Here, start by crocheting along the reserved position of the sleeve. Then crochet along the marked stitch. Next, crochet with an increase along the underarm area. After that, continue crocheting along the raise a back neck height. Don't forget to include the stitch corresponding to the raise a back neck height here. Finally, crochet along the remaining reserved position of the sleeve. Now everyone, refer to the chart, and crochet the right sleeve as well. That concludes the explanation for the right sleeve. Up to this point, we have covered the entire top. If you have any questions during the process, don't hesitate to reach us via our website, Susan's Family, supporting your handwork experience, sharing the joy of life. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next episode.